Hey there, this is Michelle Pesco-Solido for the Underground Profits Lab this month, and this episode I want to walk you through a video that's actually gone pretty viral throughout the Facebook marketing world, where a gentleman from this company right here talks about how Facebook is a fraud and how a lot of the likes that a lot of fan pages are getting are coming from click farms. So bear with me as we go through this. I'm going to pause the video and then I'm going to give you my explanation and I'm going to show you my actual insights panel. And the reason why I want to do that is because I want to show you that with effective, precise targeting, when you're going out there to get likes for your fan page, when you use it correctly and you create Facebook ads that are set up to target more precise people that are going to be interested in liking your page, you will get the results you're looking for. And you won't be getting some of the results that this guy is talking about in this video. So let's get started with it.
Have you heard of Virtual Bagel? Their Facebook page has over 4,000 likes. They use the page to promote their brilliant business model. We send you bagels via the internet, just download and enjoy. It sounds like a joke, and it is, sort of. This page was set up by BBC technology correspondent Rory Callan-Jones in 2012. He wanted to find out what is the worth of a like on a Facebook page, and so he bought some likes for Virtual Bagel. Now, there are two ways to buy likes, the legitimate way and the illegitimate way. The illegitimate way is to go to a website like boostlikes.com and purchase some likes. You can get 1,000 for $70. Sites like these use click farms in developing countries like...
So let me stop it right there. So I've always talked about, if you've been following me for a while or if you've been to any of my trainings, I've always said don't buy Facebook likes. And now while Virtual Bagel did not do this, I want to bring it I want this to be noted here that you don't want to buy likes because, like he's saying, some of these companies are using click farms, basically just paying people $1 to go out there and click 1,000 likes or click 1,000 pages and say they like those pages. And when you do that, that's where you end up having fake likes on your fan page, and it can hurt your fan page. So out of my 45,679 likes, if some of these were bought likes, what would happen is I would have people that are not interested in anything I have to offer on this fan page, and that's what you don't want, because that will bring down the engagement rate on your page if you're having to compete against showing your content out there to real fans. So if you've got 50% of your fans that are real fans that you actually picked up through excellent advertising strategies that I'm going to show you, or you also have 50% of likes that you bought, when you go and post a status update on your fan page, you're going to run the risk of having a lot of those fake likes seeing your status updates, and that's going to hurt you because they're not going to engage in that status update. And that's going to bring your edge rank down, meaning bringing down who's going to see these status updates that you're posting. It's a fancy little algorithm that Facebook uses, and then basically what they do is they determine who's going to see your status updates. So you don't want any kind of fake likes on your page. You want genuine likes on your page. So let's get back to the video.
India, the Philippines, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Egypt, Indonesia, and Bangladesh. Here, employees are routinely paid just $1 per 1,000 clicks of the like button. So Facebook explicitly forbids buying likes in this way. Instead, they offer the legitimate way to pay for likes by advertising your page.
So again, no argument there, don't buy likes, so we can agree with him so far.
Prominently displayed is a link to get more likes, with a promise, connect with more of the people who matter to you. And this is how Virtual Bagel got its 4,000 likes. Rory Callan-Jones paid $100 to Facebook and the likes rolled in. He targeted his ad to the UK and the United States, but also to countries like Egypt, Indonesia, and the Philippines. Now,
notice he stopped there. He also targeted other countries like Egypt, Indonesia, the Philippines. So my question is, did they end up targeting more? And of course they did, because of what he said. They targeted other countries like. All right, now remember, he is using this Facebook ad that shows up right here in your insights panel of your fan page. I don't recommend you using this ad, so let me just go ahead and actually stop this ad completely and just show you what happens here. Let's see, paused. We're going to delete it completely. Save changes. So Virtual Bagel used this type of ad. This type of ad is what I call the lazy marketer's way of getting Facebook likes. I don't recommend it. If you want to get laser targeted likes, don't use this ad right here. But here's what it looks like. If you click promote your page, you can choose the countries that you want to target, which is good. It will help you get those likes from the United States or Canada or the countries you put in there. Now, will you get likes from the Philippines or Ecuador or Egypt or, Peru or, not that Peru's bad, but I'm just saying some of the other countries? Absolutely you will. There is some aspect of your page going viral organically on its own, meaning if somebody in the United States likes my fan page and one of their friends lives in the Philippines, their friend in the Philippines is going to see a news story in their news feed about their friend in the United States liking my page. So yes, it will organically go a little bit viral. So you can't avoid altogether getting likes from those countries, but I want you to be aware of it, that it will go organically also. And interest here, this is not very precise here. Sure, you can type in flower shop, but it's really a broad target. So if you're somebody that wants to target people in social media, all right, it's still way too broad for you to get laser targeted likes. So I don't like this ad here, and I don't recommend that you using it. Sure, you can break it down by the age range, but still, you're not really getting laser targeted likes. There are so many more options available with the Power Editor in Facebook that you can use. So let's get back to the video.
Where do you think Virtual Bagel was most popular? I'll give you a hint, it wasn't the US or the UK. But within a day, he had over 1,600 likes, mostly from developing countries. Now, what was more problematic was the people who followed Virtual Bagel looked suspicious. For example, there was one Cairo-based follower whose name was Ahmed Ronaldo. His profile consisted almost exclusively of pictures of Cristiano Ronaldo, and he liked 3,000 pages. Callan Jones also observed that his new throng of fans was particularly disengaged, just as you'd imagine those from a click farm would be. But he hadn't hired a click farm. He had paid for Facebook ads. This story was reported in July 2012. In August, Facebook reported they had identified and deleted 83 million accounts. That was 9% of the total.
Okay, so back in 2012, this is 2014 now, a lot has changed. And again, we have more marketing strategies in Facebook, in the advertising back office, with the Power Editor, with website custom audiences, with uploading your own custom audiences, with lookalike audiences. There's a lot more options out there to where we could get more laser targeted likes. So yes, did click farms exist? Yes, and they probably still exist today. So what you have to do is be a smart marketer and make sure that you aren't targeting these countries where these click farms do exist.
At the time. This resulted in noticeable drops for popular singers and celebrities. So did they delete all of the fake likes? Nope, not even close. I know because most of the likes on my Facebook page are not genuine. In May 2012,
Again, May 2012. This is almost May 2014. 2 years later, a lot has changed.
Received a number of emails from Facebook offering me $50 worth of free promotion of my page, which at the time had only 2,000 likes. My YouTube channel had 20 times that following, so I thought surely this free paid promotion could help me reach more of the people who mattered to me. And immediately I could see the results. Within just a few days, my likes had tripled, and they kept on growing, thousands per day. And after a few months, I had 70,000 Facebook likes, which...
Okay, so my question to him is, what kind of ad did you create? Did you create this ad right here that I've already told you is not an effective ad to run? Or did he actually go in and create the ad in the ad manager? If we click on create an ad, this one here to get page likes. Did he do this one where you can actually do more targeting? All right, where you can come down here and you can actually upload a custom audience. All this simply is you come in here and you name an audience and you upload a list of either email addresses or Facebook user IDs or phone numbers or mobile advertising IDs. So if you have these kinds of lists, then obviously you're more in control of where you're going to get your likes from. So how do I use this? Well, an example would be I have an autoresponder and I have maybe 5,000 people on one of my lists. What I would do is I would download those emails out of my autoresponder. I would upload it into Facebook, and then I could create an ad, a likes campaign, and target all those people that are already on my list. That's what I mean by laser targeting. And you can still break it down. All right, so maybe I have some people that are in the Philippines or in Egypt on the list. Well, I could come in here and take those out by adding in Canada and adding in the countries. We've got the age range here. You could come in here and add in the English language. You only want to target people who speak English. All right, you've got more demographics here. You can come in here and you can go ahead and choose. Maybe you want to target people of a specific generation. You see, he's not talking about this. So when I watch this video, from my point of view, what I'm thinking is he's created the ad that I've said from the very beginning of this video that it does not work.
Matched my YouTube subscribers at the time. Now what was weird was my posts on Facebook didn't seem to be getting any more engagement than when I just had 2,000 likes. If anything, they were getting less engagement. Now, I didn't understand why at the time, but I've since realized it's because most of those likes I was gaining through Facebook ads were not from people who were genuinely interested in Veritasium.
And again, what did he target? Did he actually break down? I know for a fact in 2012, this option on your fan page, let me go back to it. Oops. All right. This option on your fan page in 2012 to actually choose interest was not available. So he did not have this available when he ran that $50 ad. He didn't have the age range probably available. All this stuff is fairly new within the past 6 or 8 months. So in 2012, this was not available. So he probably just ran this ad and it went out there and did not target a specific audience. And not to mention that, I mean, we don't know. I mean, he could have really broken it down more and figured out who is his customer avatar. Who is it? Who would it be that would actually like his particular fan page? Where would that audience lie? Then he would go out there and target those people. So, of course, he didn't get legitimate likes.
How do I know? Well, because fake likes behave very differently from real followers. Have a look at this graph of the engagement of my Facebook followers. Now here I'm plotting countries as bubbles. So this is Canada, and the size of the bubble represents the number of likes I've received from that country. So this is the United States. It's a nice big bubble. Now I'm ranking these countries on the horizontal axis based on what percentage of the likes have engaged with my page this month. So as you can see, roughly 30% of Canadians and Americans have engaged with my page, but they are not as active as the Germans, where over 40% of my likes have engaged, and they are not as active as the Austrians, a small but passionate group of Veritasium fans at nearly 60%. These are all of the other Western countries, so you can see that it's common for between 25% and 35% of my page likes to engage with my page every month. Now here is Egypt, where less than 1% of my likes have engaged with my page. Now this is India, the Philippines, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Nepal, and Sri Lanka. That's a big following, but no engagement. Together, all of these countries make up 80,000 likes. That's roughly 75% of the total likes I had before my last video. And these are the profiles that followed me when I used Facebook advertising.
Okay. Let's go look at my insights. I have been effectively running campaigns constantly to get more likes to my fan page. Let's take a look at what happens when you market the right way to get likes. I'm going to compare my insights to his so you can see. So let's go over here to the people on my insights panel. And let's take a look at my fans. Where do my fans come from? All right. United States of America, that's 44% of my fans are in the United States. Next is Peru, 13%. Now you might be asking, Michelle, Peru, wouldn't that be considered maybe, illegitimate likes? No, I actually targeted people in Peru. Why? Because we were doing business in Peru. So it makes sense that when I ran my likes campaign, that I actually targeted people in Peru that were interested in network marketing, or that were interested in, or maybe they followed somebody in network marketing. I targeted them with my ad, and I'm going to show you that in a second. The United Kingdom, so 5% of my likes come from people in the UK. 4% come from people in Singapore. Yes, I targeted the people in Singapore. So everything I'm seeing right here is the result of what I actually targeted in my campaign. So Canada, there's a percentage there. Ecuador, I've got 4%. Mexico, 3%. Australia, 2%, and Spain, 1%. I targeted all these countries. So yes, my results speak volumes here. I don't see Egypt here. Why? Because I didn't target the people in Egypt. All right, so let's go back here and take a look at one more thing when he's going to be talking about engagement. Let's look at the people that are engaged. Now, this is going to be in the last 28 days. So if I have ran like campaigns and if I were getting fake likes, you would probably see possibly, we're not going to see any engagement from the click farms, but you're going to see that I'm going to have the people that I've targeted. So here we can take a look in the United States. I mean, when I post, 2,563 people out of the United States are engaged in my page. 370 from our UK, 308 are from Canada, 106 are from Australia. Now you see Philippines, this is one of the countries we were worried about, only 49 people. Again, remember at the beginning of the video, I said your page is going to somewhat move organically. So it could be that there are people in possibly Singapore, the people I targeted that have friends in the Philippines. So when John over in Singapore actually interacted on one of my status updates, his friend Bob over in the Philippines saw that status update and maybe interacted too. So I wanted to show that data to you just to show you proof that with the right kind of targeting in your likes campaign, you can get results that don't match what this guy is talking about.
And they're worse than useless. Here's why. When you make a post, Facebook distributes it to a small fraction of the people who like your page, just to gauge their reaction. If they engage with it by liking, commenting, and sharing, then Facebook distributes the post to more of your likes and even their friends. Now, if you somehow accumulate fake likes, Facebook's initial distribution goes out to fewer real fans, and therefore it receives less engagement, and so consequently you reach a smaller number of people. That's how a rising number of fans can result in a drop in engagement. And from this, Facebook makes money twice over. Once to help you acquire new fans, and then again when you try to reach them.
But again, he is trying to reach fake fans, all right? So I do pay to get more engagement and to get the people within the targeted area that I want to target for my engagement ads. I want to target people in the United States. I want to target people in Canada. So I pay for that engagement. Well, of course, he's out there targeting fake likes.
Organic reach may be so restricted by the lack of engagement that your only option is to pay to promote the post. What's worse, there is no way to delete fake likes in bulk. All you can do is try to target posts around them.
And even though he already has fake likes on his page, I want to note this also, he could still create an engagement ad that actually targets only his people in the United States. So that would increase his engagement. See, he's not explaining that to you, that he's just talking about that he's got low engagement and Facebook's making him pay to get his posts seen. But you can, by using targeting methods in your Facebook Ads Manager, target your fans that are only in a specific area. So it could be just the United States.
And I should reiterate, I never bought fake likes. I used Facebook's legitimate advertising, but the results are as if I had paid for fake likes from a click farm. Now you might think the solution to all of this is just to exclude countries with click farms from your ad campaigns, but unfortunately the problem goes much deeper. Meet Virtual Cat, a virtual pet like none other. It's a page committed to supplying only the worst, most annoying drivel you can imagine. Only an idiot would like this page. And that's not just my opinion, that's actually what it says in the page description.
Okay, when you create an ad, like Virtual Cat did, and somebody clicks like on that ad that they see, they don't necessarily come over to the fan page. So in reality, a lot of people probably did not see Virtual Cat is a virtual pet like none other. Here we will post only the worst, most annoying something you can imagine, drivel you can imagine. Only an idiot would like this page, even if he ran a likes campaign and this information pulled up on that likes campaign ad. This entire text would not have shown up in that likes campaign. Only maybe this part. Virtual cat is a virtual pet like no other. Well, of course, any cat lover out there would probably like this fan page. I mean, come on. Facebook is fun. It's social. We like to have fun on it. If you are a cat lover, I guarantee you would probably go ahead and just like this for the heck of it. I know if I were on my page and I click on my home feed and sometimes I see something over here to the right or in my news feed that seems to be like something that I would actually like if it was a cute pet or a dog here, and I'm a freak about dogs. I love them. Or let's just get even more laser targeted. I love German Shepherds. I would click like. Okay, so this test is not a valid test. Plus, in the past, there were not, and whenever he started running this ad, there were not a lot of these campaigns in the newsfeed section, the likes campaign. So let's keep going.
And I should know because I wrote it. I created this page yesterday, and then I paid $10 to advertise the page through Facebook, targeted only to cat lovers in United States, Canada, Australia, and the UK.
Okay, targeting cat lovers is way too broad. Again, as I go through the rest of this tutorial here, it's all about targeting. If you want legitimate likes and you want likes that are going to be engaged in your page, you've got to get more specific on your targeting. Of course, if anyone goes out there and I throw up a page and I say something about my fan page and I create a likes ad and I say something along the lines of, targeting all the people that like pizza, of course I'm going to get a lot of uninterested likes on my page.
Now, I expected that because I had excluded all of the big click farm countries and because the page is so terrible that I basically wouldn't get any likes. But within 20 minutes, I had blown through my whole...
But seriously, if you're a cat lover, would you really think that page is really all that terrible? Probably not.
...budget, and I got 39 likes. So who are these people liking a blank page and costing me 25 cents a piece? All of the profiles were from the places I had targeted, mostly the US. But there was something strange.
So his targeting worked. He got his likes from the US. He only spent $10 though. I don't think that's a fair enough amount of money to actually run a test like this. He probably should have spent about $100, but we'll keep going with it.
About them. All of these people liked a lot of things, like hundreds and thousands of things. And a lot of the things they liked were odd, too. Like, in one account, this person liked T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon. They liked Jeep, and Lexus, and Mercedes, and Volvo, and Volkswagen. They liked everything. Other accounts I saw, they liked kitchen scrubbers, and they liked mouthwash.
Okay. Just because somebody likes kitchen scrubbers, mouthwash, T-Mobile, does not give us enough data to assume that those are fake likes or that there are click farms within the United States. Let's go take a look at, and I have not even done this, we're going to be doing this live. Let's take a look at, I don't even know, let's see. Let's take a look at how many likes that I actually like. Pages, see all. All right. Wait, I'm on the wrong one here. All right, so those are the pages I've adminned. See all. All right, so 13 likes here, 30 likes there. Music, 24 likes. Books, 8 likes. Sports, I've liked 6 teams, 16 athletes. We could go up here. I probably missed some here. 4 red. Those are more likes. 30 likes. 30 here. So there's a lot of likes here that I've actually, this isn't all my likes, but it's showing you, I mean, even down here, 5 likes. 1,778 other likes. All right, I'm halfway there to 3,000. So does that make me a fake like? It doesn't. So what I'm a real like. I mean, I've liked a lot of these pages. So I challenge probably a lot of people out there to go take a look. How many pages have you actually liked? You know, so for him to say that, oh, I found something interesting, that these people liked a lot of pages. Who does that? Well, I do it, okay? And I bet a lot of you do also.
Who reports that on their Facebook page? It baffles me. So the real mystery to me is why someone somewhere would click on ads that they didn't care about without making money from them. I mean, I don't think these clicks came from bots. They're too easy to identify and eliminate. And I also don't think for a second Facebook would pay click farms to click on those ads to generate revenue for them. So it really seems like a mystery. And then in this article, I found what I think is the most reasonable hypothesis. Click farms click the ads for free. In order to avoid detection by Facebook's fraud algorithms, they like pages other than the ones they've been paid for to seem more genuine. I mean, you can imagine 1,000 likes on a particular page coming from one geographic area in a short period of time would seem pretty suspicious. But buried in a torrent of other like activity, they would be impossible to identify. So workers at these click farms will literally click anything. I mean, where do you think Facebook's security page is most popular? Dhaka, Bangladesh. What about Google? Dhaka. What about soccer star David Beckham? That's actually Cairo.
Again, we're not denying, or I'm not denying, that their click farms do exist and that the click farms get pretty creative in trying to get past the fraud alert system of Facebook. But let's look at this here. We're looking at David Beckham's fan page. Who said he was a Facebook marketer? Who said that he even knows how to create a well-targeted Facebook ad to get his likes? So for him to point this out, and if David Beckham is not running an effective likes campaign, of course he's probably going to pick up likes over in click farms, just like Google did. All right? So it's really all boiling down to, which I hope that you're hearing throughout this video, it comes from you creating effective campaigns and that they're targeting the right audience. I've shown you proof in my own insights that it can work because you're not looking at information on my page. I'm not showing you the data that he's talking about here because I didn't run the type of campaigns that he ran that resulted in getting fake likes, if we're going to call them fake or unengaged likes.
But you take my point. So wherever you're targeting, advertising your page on Facebook is a waste of money. I wish Facebook would remove the fake likes from my page and from all the others. But that would mean admitting that they have generated significant ad revenue from clicks that weren't genuine, which then suppressed the reach of pages who had low engagement, forcing those pages to pay again to reach inauthentic fans. So the truth is, Facebook benefits by maintaining this status quo, because the reality is, nobody likes this many things.
I do. All right, so let's talk about this video a little more. I've walked you through, I've given you some arguments on what he said, I've shown you some holes in his argument. Yes, it's been a great video, it's gone really viral. I mean, look at it, 1 million people have actually seen this video, almost 2 million now. He's a smart marketer. He probably has a hidden agenda. If he's smart, he'll learn how to monetize this. But is Facebook a fraud? No, I think that's a little bit harsh to put out there. Are you getting fake likes out there in Egypt, Bangladesh? Possibly, but you can be a smart marketer and not create ads that are going to actually target those type of countries, and you can get more specific in your targeting. So let me show you how to really set up a good likes campaign. It's the exact one that I use. So let's go into the ad manager. And let's create an ad right here on the right. And we're going to go to page likes. And then I'm going to type in my fan page because that's where I want to get the likes to. And then you have the option here to upload 6 different images. This really has nothing to do with your targeting, but you do have the option to do that. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that you have a good headline here. Now this headline is only going to show up in the right-hand column if you run this ad on the right-hand side of Facebook. So I could put in underneath here, social media trainer. All right, so I'm getting a little more targeted here. Why? Because I'm going to target people that are going to be interested in learning how to do social media to build their business. So see how that little tagline shows up underneath my name in the right-hand column, meaning this ad will show up on the right-hand side of Facebook. This ad will show up in the mobile news feed, and this ad will show up in the desktop computer. If for some reason I don't want this ad to show up on the right-hand column, I just click remove, and now this ad is only showing up in the news feed of a mobile device and the news feed of a desktop device. Then you want to make sure your text is something related to your fan page. We're not going to trick people. We're not going to say if you love dogs, click like. Of course, that's going to result in likes that aren't authentic, because they're clicking like because they like they like dogs, not because they like social media or whatever it is your page. So you want to be very specific in what your page is about. What is it that you teach people on? What is your product? Be very specific here so people know what that is. If you're an author, you're a speaker, you're a trainer, you're a network marketer, you're an affiliate marketer, what do you want to do? You want to make sure that you are very specific in what you say here. So when you target a specific audience, you're going to get more engaged likes because they're going to see up front what your page is about. All right, now the next thing is one of the things that I think that every smart marketer, or even if you're just beginning in Facebook marketing, that you get yourself to this advanced section to really make sure that you get laser targeted likes and learn how to create custom audiences. I told you how to do the data file one right here, where if you have a list of emails from your autoresponder, then you would want to upload those here and you could target that audience. There are programs out there that you can get user IDs of specific groups out there on Facebook or fan pages, and you can target those people. And you could put that in here also, but a little bit of a word of caution here that if you're using scraper programs, Facebook doesn't necessarily like you to use them. But again, there are programs out there that will go out and scrape all the fans off of a fan page and you can target those fans. But the problem with that is you might run into is if you're coming over here, and let's just pull up another fan page here. Say I want to target all the people and I've scraped all the fans off of, let's just say Network Marketing Pro. So I could come in here and click on his likes, and if I've used a third-party tool out there to scrape all these likes, now look, a lot of his likes or the people talking about his page are coming from the Philippines. So I probably would not want to upload all of his fans to this to target unless I pull out the Philippines and more targeting here. So you got to be very careful. Think about what you're putting here, all right? So again, this is a great way to get more targeted fans. Or you can come in here and do something called a custom audience from your website. All this simply does is you can insert a remarketing pixel code on your website. So I put this on my blog. And what I do is I create an audience. So everybody who visits my blog, I will now target them in a Facebook likes campaign and get them to come like my page. So another great thing that was not available back in 2012 that you should be using if you want to avoid getting likes that aren't engaged in your page. All right, so that's one option. The other option here, absolutely, put your countries in here that you want to target. I only want to make this ad show up in Canada and the United States because that's where I want to get my likes from, or it's wherever you can do business, okay? The age range, go ahead and put the right age range in here. Let's say 22 to 63. I want this ad to show up to people in Canada, the United States, among these ages. You can break it down by men and women. And this is important too. If you only speak the English language, then absolutely put this in here, all right? Target people who only speak the English language. That's going to help you to avoid getting fake likes, all right? You can come in here and then you can even break it down even further. And you can say, now I want to target all the people who like a specific author, or they like a specific speaker out there, or they're interested in a specific health magazine. All right, so these are your interests. All this simply means is you're going to take this ad and you're going to reach a specific audience, okay, by looking at things such as pages they have liked or their interests in activities. All right, behaviors. This wasn't here back in 2012 either. So I'm just showing you all your options here when it comes to targeting to get likes. I could come in here and say, all right, I want to target all the people who, let's see, I want to target all the people who strongly suggest they are into gadgets. All right, so this is really breaking it down more to avoid those, quote, fake profiles. I want to target all the people whose activities strongly suggest they prefer to do it themselves, DIYers. Another great area to get more precise in your targeting. And then what you want to do is obviously you want to make sure that you're not targeting people already connected to your fan page. But this is all I've done since I've started my fan page. You saw the statistics, or you saw my results in my insights panel. I'm not showing any kind of information that this guy was showing in his video. I'm not showing those likes coming from those underdeveloped countries or maybe where those click farms are. My engagement is coming from the fans that I'm wanting that engagement to come from. So the whole purpose of this video is to, one, if you saw this viral video, that you don't need to quit Facebook, okay? You don't need to quit it. I've given you the arguments to each and every one of his statements that he said in here. Now, sure, maybe I've missed a few, and you can always just reach out to me and let me know or leave a comment or something. But the fact is I've addressed most of it in here. And what he didn't do is he did not do, or any of these case studies, really drill down into precise targeting of their ads. And that's what you have to do. And the proof is by me showing you my insights that it does work when you know how to create ads that are doing precise targeting, and that you're not creating the kinds of ads that I showed you that you should not create. Do click farms exist? Probably so. I'm thinking this guy really did this for some other reason. He's going to monetize it. He wants to scare everybody, to make everybody think that they're getting fake likes. If you do your advertising the way that I just showed you, and you drill it down to getting precise targeting, you will be fine, and you will definitely get a good audience and a good amount of likes that are interested and engaged in your page. So I hope you enjoyed this session of the Underground Profits Lab and you got a lot of value out of this. So go out there, put yourself together a likes campaign. Don't be afraid, because this guy made this video to scare everybody. Facebook is profitable. I wouldn't still be here today if it wasn't. We've been doing this for quite some time. I've got over 45,000 likes. We've built multiple six-figure businesses online. Facebook works. Don't let that video get you down. Go out there, create a good likes campaign with some of these precise targeting tools that Facebook gives you, and you will be just fine. All right, I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.